The streets of the capital Pristina as the citizens of Kosovo dance and sing their way into a new chapter in their troubled history. Prime Minister Hashim Thaçi reading the Declaration of Independence they'd waited so long to hear. But that was a year ago, and the celebrations and hopes of many back then have now given way to a sober reality. 12 months on, the flags are hoisted once again to mark the anniversary, but in a state struggling to leave its ethnic divisions behind. Born out of a long and bloody struggle for independence, most of the world still doesn't recognize the growing pains are there for all to see. Kosovo is Serbia, reads the billboard in this minority Serb neighborhood in Mitrovica. These people live in scattered enclaves in a land where 90% are ethnic Albanian, and they are not ready to recognize the independence of Kosovo. Serbian flags still fly proudly here. NATO-led soldiers continue to operate as peacekeepers, a decade after it drove out Serbian forces accused of trying to brutally crush an Albanian insurgency.
They don't want to integrate in our society. As a matter of fact, we are not doing much to integrate in their society either. So maybe we should bury the hatchets. I have a feeling that they don't want this. Serbs are not doing much to improve the situation. They can continue doing whatever they do, and maybe, in the future, the situation will be back to normal.
54 countries have accepted Kosovo's independence, including the United States and several European Union countries. But many more have not, least of all neighboring Serbia, which still considers it a renegade province, nor its main ally Russia, which has blocked Kosovo's entry into the United Nations. Kosovo is banking on greater recognition to lift it out of crippling economic problems. It's among the least developed in Europe, with widespread unemployment and around 40% of the population living below the poverty line.
Well, I think everybody agrees that it would be better if we have a higher number of recognitions, and I think that the government is working hard through its contacts and lobbying efforts, supported by its friends, to increase the numbers, yes.
The Prime Minister, who in the past accused Serbia of trying to undermine the fledgling state's sovereignty, struck a conciliatory tone, expressing hope for better ties.
We are not the first and last countries that fought each other. There are other countries that fought each other, but they have built good bilateral relations. Therefore, it is in our interest that Kosovo and Serbia have good bilateral cooperation. So we can have an embassy in Belgrade and Belgrade its embassy in Kosovo. And my invitation to Serbia on this anniversary is to recognize Kosovo.
But that looks more unlikely than ever, with Serbia last week dismissing the anniversary as irrelevant and pledging never to recognize Kosovo's statehood. For now, its divided communities continue to live parallel lives, connected by a bridge, but still worlds apart. Hazem Sika, Al Jazeera.